It's a tough situation when you feel a real connection with someone only to have them pull away because of assumptions or fears that you might see them romantically. Particularly when you're worried it's your sexual orientation that might be making them uncomfortable or causing them to distance themselves from you. These feelings of hurt, rejection, and confusion can be difficult to navigate, but the good news is you don't have to carry this around. This session is about helping you release those feelings and feel confident in forming genuine, non-romantic friendships with anyone without the fear of them worrying about your intention, because that's their fear, not yours. So see the description box for the links to the research articles, the science that's been done on tapping, and the how and the why that it works. It's sad and it really stinks to not have someone that you really get on with in your life, but if they aren't prepared to be friends with you because of your sexuality, that's their learning and growing to do, and an energy you no longer need to keep yourself in. This video was requested by a female, but of course applies to anyone in the LGBT community. So I'll be using they throughout the video, and you can use they, them, or you can swap it to he or she, or the person's name if it's very specific, or just leave it at they. Your brain knows what you mean. You can rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, how you're feeling about this potential friendship going sideways right now, and then we'll check in again after to see where you're at. So just follow along with me, tapping and repeating after me. It's that simple. Even though I feel hurt and embarrassed by the distance in this friendship, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I feel misunderstood because of my sexuality, I choose to release any of that shame or sadness. Even though I feel like I've lost a potential friendship because of assumptions about my intentions, I choose to honor my feelings and let go of any guilt or shame. Even though I'm afraid my attraction to the same sex makes others uncomfortable, I trust in my ability to form friendships based on mutual respect and understanding. I feel embarrassed by what happened in this friendship. Even though I know I shouldn't. It hurts they pulled away without explaining why. I feel like my intentions were misunderstood. It's left me feeling really rejected. I'm sad I've lost the chance to be closer friends with them. I can't help but wonder if they pulled away because they're worried about my attraction to the same sex. It's frustrating to feel like I have to hide or suppress part of myself in order to connect with others. I hate feeling like I can't just be myself without worrying how others perceive me. I feel rejected not just by them, but that my whole identity makes others uncomfortable. I am hurt and rejected by them, but I release any self-blame I'm holding on to. I wish they understood I'm just looking for a genuine friendship, but it's okay. I let go of the need for them to understand me. I'm afraid attraction to the same sex will always cause distance in friendships. But I release that fear now. I let all the trauma go. I am not responsible for other people's fears or assumptions. I am worthy of meaningful platonic friendships with the same sex without them fearing my intentions. I forgive myself for feeling embarrassed or confused. That's on them. I know this part of my identity doesn't define every relationship I have. I know romantic feelings aren't a given based on sex. I mean, really, are they attracted to every person of the opposite sex just because they're straight? Come on, get real. I choose to feel confident in my ability to form genuine, non-romantic friendships. With everyone, sex and orientation are irrelevant. I trust I can be honest about who I am and still build healthy, strong relationships, friendships. I trust the right people will understand my intentions and value my friendship. I am worthy of friendships where I can be myself fully, without worrying about my identity causing them discomfort. I release the sadness I've been carrying over this lost connection. I trust there are plenty of people of any sex, gender, or orientation combination who will appreciate me for who I am without assumption or fear. So all the hurt and embarrassment by this situation, I release it now. I drop all the pain and fear of others' assumptions. They're going to miss out on a great friend in me. And I forgive myself for thinking I need to hide or change who I am to make others comfortable. I am worthy of love and acceptance exactly as I am. I choose to move forward with confidence in my friendships. I'm open to forming deep, authentic connections with anyone who honors my identity and my boundaries. I release the fear of being misunderstood. I embrace the beauty of my true self. I trust I can form the friendships I desire. I trust they will be based on mutual respect, honesty, and understanding. Take a deep breath. Notice where you are on that 1 to 10 scale. You deserve to build relationships based on mutual respect, the understandings, the shared values that we've been tapping on, not assumptions. It's okay to be yourself and trust that the right people will understand and appreciate you for who you are. No fear, because that fear is about them. And this can be such a frustrating situation for members of the LGBT community. As one of the statements mentioned, it's like somebody wants to be an ally or thinks they accept us or that they understand, and then when it's in relationship to them, they begin to realize, or they don't realize, that they have a fear. And but you begin to realize it. And so, yeah, it's just not how it works. It's a fear-based mindset that they need to do some growing to, on that because, you're gay, then you must love everybody of the same sex. Again, like we said, basically in the tapping, they don't love everybody or aren't romantically attracted to everybody the opposite sex just because they're straight, right? What I would suggest is it's perfectly okay to ask them why. Maybe it's not this. Maybe it's something else that can be talked out. Also, maybe they've moved on to a different circle, which would stink that they didn't tell you, but at least you'd know, and you could deal with that and not have the added idea that it's something about the, LGBT community part of it. And above all else, look, if you ask nicely to meet up by text or email or call and they don't answer, no answer is an answer. And it's every indication that they lack the ability to communicate kindly and with compassion, and you don't need friends like that in your life. So, take a look around on the channel. If I can help in some other way with this situation or anything else in the LGBT community or career, hobby, friends, family, anything, and you don't see something on the channel, just shoot me an email for privacy, or you can just put it in the comments. You'll see some people have done that, and I will add it to my list. Of course, don't forget to subscribe. You'll get notified of new videos, and likes and comments do go a long way to helping the channel grow, and I do appreciate every one of them. So, this is like I said, this was a request for somebody, so I certainly hope that it helps you reconnect at least with your friend long enough to figure out if this was the issue, and again, then they have something they need to do the growing about their fears and their misconceptions about LGBT, lover relationships somehow being different than, they are different. They have their own challenges and whatnot, but it's not love is love, right? So you don't just love somebody because, I'm gay, so I must love all women. No. Or, bisexual, I must love everybody or whatever it is, no. And if not, then whatever else it is that, your friend says is the problem, hopefully you can work that out. And again, if they're not answering and not treating you correctly and being kind, then they're doing you a favor. And it's okay to just say, sad that person I thought existed doesn't, but I'm going to move on from this now, and not let that carry on, any kind of shame as a friend, or especially within the LGBT realm and your own identity, because there's nothing to be ashamed of course, there. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.